Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I thought I'd make a video on an anime I literally just finished a couple of seconds ago, which was called Hacka the Animation, which is just a ridiculous title, and you're probably wondering what this bullshit crap I'm reviewing is. And let's go into some backstory. So I need to watch some anime because sometimes you just need to fill a void. And so I just had fucking Crunchyroll. I just hit random and I watched whatever the fuck it was, and it was Hacka the Animation. And this show is essentially about. Well, first off, some more backstory. It's 13 episodes, and each episode is like a couple minutes long. Like between 5 to 10 minutes. It's one of those short shows. So the only short show like this I really enjoyed, by really enjoy I mean like 7 out of 10, is like Seku Boys. And that show proved to me that these shows can exist, and I can actually get invested in characters. I can, even though there's a lot to get past, like with the fact that these shows are very jarring and often have small budgets. This show is animated, and like if you look at the staff for this show, it's basically just one dude. One dude is doing goddamn everything on this show, which is, ridiculous. But you can kind of see there's a lot more central ideas and passion, I guess, behind a piece of art that are made by one person. And you would think one person just slaving his fucking ass off for a show, he would make this big passion project, but no, he's like, I'm gonna make a fucking show about some cute girls. They're robot creatures, sort of, and they just get into some fucking shenanigans, like every other fucking anime. And the show specifically is about these three girls who are basically digital robot things. It's not really explained. The only thing we know about them is that they exist kind of as an app thing service, and their job is to make other people's lives better, or as they call it, advancing. They have to advance other people's lives by just improving it, any shape or form. For example, one person might be like, hey, I need some help around this store. Another one of the best episodes in this whole thing is an anime studio is like, hey, we need some fucking help here. Which was easily the best episode in my opinion. So really, the big joke is that they are terrible at their jobs. They just get asked to do things, and then they suck at it all. They're all idiots. The three girls are just basically, their characters are just, the fact that they're different colors and minute personality differences. There's a young, cute blue one. There's the normal one. There's the big boob, pink-haired one. Nothing I haven't seen at least like a dozen times, and I haven't seen nearly as much anime as a lot of other people have, so that shows you some. That being said, there are unique ideas within this show. I think what they do within these shows is really the heart of this whole thing. For instance, there's the last episode has like a dedicated 2 minutes to parodying Dragon Ball Z. There's literally a Dragon Ball Z fight within this show that it's just great. The character designs also, none of them really stuck out to me except like this other character who's like called, each of them are called like Hackdoll 1, 2, 3. and then there's number 0, who's like in charge of them, who like sends them out on the mission. She's kind of like the leader, and her character design, is dark skin with silver hair, which is a random quirk I have and like with characters. But it's kind of just ruined by her outfit and the fact that they give her these gigantic breasts that are just, it's really silly. And the other characters, none of them have great personality traits. They don't have great designs, but it is a short show. But I did end up liking the show. And the reason for that mostly was because the show, what they do is just so fucking stupid half the time, and there's some actually really good jokes in there. And then there's another character introduced who's number 4, and basically, at first she's introduced as being the solution to all these problems. Like, these 3 girls suck at their job, we're gonna bring in a new girl, and she has superpowers. And right away, like, she's like helping this old woman across the road, making her life better. And it's like, oh, she can do her job. And then she's like, I can do my job. And she flies away, literally flies away, leaving this old woman in the middle of the street. Then you're like, oh, she's bad at her job, too. But she's bad in this whole other way. Like, she literally, there's a kid who wants to see a comet, and she's like, I can just make this satellite fly by. I thought that was a great joke. Following that, each episode, they're not always up for jokes. There's some sentimental stuff. It's kind of like anime stuff that I don't always care for. Like, they have the little girl character. I didn't really care for how they sexualize her, and how she has this weird romance. It turns out she's kind of a dude. It doesn't make sense. If I had to, pick what I want from the show, it'd be like, oh, there's a whole episode where they try, go into that anime studio again, and they're just like, fuck my life. I thought that was great. There's one episode where they have to help this nerd get with this famous crush he has, stuff like that. And along the way, and at the end of each episode, they end up failing one way or the other, like, in pretty dramatic ways. That guy who has a crush, he fucking dies at the end, which was just kind of out of nowhere, but that's the type of show this is. I thought it was a serviceable show with enough charm, and, the ending was, this kind of ugly 3D dance they did, but for some reason I just enjoyed it. It's nothing special, but nothing that's, like, offensive. If anything, it's just a show with cute colors and fun scenarios that's worth watching, because it's only, like, an hour or 2 long. So, in that regard, it is what it is, and that's ultimately my opinion on Hacka, the animation. If you guys would like to watch it, it's on Crunchyroll. Let me know your opinions down below. Did you drop it? Did you watch it? Did you fucking hate it? What would you rate it? Hacka, the animation. And with that, I leave you. Oh wait, I would give this anime a 6 out of 10. Yeah. And with that, I leave you.
I ain't been getting high.